Hey guys, this is Kristin from KristinCoaching.com, and thank you so much again for joining me for another video today. As you can see, I have a different background, so I wanted to switch it up a little bit. I think I'm way more excited than you guys are about it, but if you like the background, let me know. Maybe you like the couch better, and that's fine too. Let me know what you guys think, but I wanted to just try a little bit of a different scenery today. We're going to be discussing the signs of a manipulative partner in this relationship. In this video. I wanted to talk about the signs of a manipulative partner because oftentimes when we're in that type of a relationship, we don't always identify our significant others as manipulative. But what we do know is that our significant others are causing us to feel a certain way, causing us to feel doubtful in ourselves, insecure within ourselves. Our self-esteem tends to get low. We have a lot of high tension conflict in the relationship, and we just think that it's just how our other halves are. You know, we just think that maybe we have bad communication and we can work on some things. But in fact, sometimes you are in a relationship with a manipulative significant other that's causing this type of toxic pattern, toxic relationship, and toxic interaction. So I want to help you identify what a manipulative partner does, okay? I want to start by saying that being in a relationship with a manipulative person can be very difficult because the other person, your other half, is basically doing things and saying things for them to things that'll self-serve them, things that are going to make them feel happy, get their own needs met, and they are just not worried about your needs. In this type of a relationship, our manipulative partners can act like they care. They can act like they care about us and are doing things to make us feel good and make us happy. But in reality, it really, at the end of the day, it's for their own selfish purposes. It's for them to get what they need, what they want, that make their own agenda be met. And so that's really a harsh and honest fact of what being with a manipulative person does. So I want to just spread some awareness today and talk about it. I wrote some notes because I don't forget, because there's a lot of important information today. Oh, if you do like the information in this video, please like and comment and subscribe and share this video with people that you think could use this advice and this help, okay? Because a lot of people are struggling with this type of a relationship. Okay, so... Oh, and I think it's also important to remember that manipulative people, you know, are not really interested in you, except for the fact that they use you, right, to get what, you know, they need. So they can be very aggressive at times. They can be very sweet at times, you know, try to be charming to get their way. But they can also be really aggressive and harsh and criticize you because at the end of the day, they're not going to think that they're, you know, doing anything wrong. So they're always pointing that finger, right, and pointing the blame. So you're going to feel a lot of very confusing emotions, feeling like, what is going on? You're going to feel oftentimes like it's your fault because the blame will be kind of put on you. So it's a lot of chaos and toxicity in a manipulative relationship. So let's talk about, I have 7 classic signs of a manipulative partner. So let's talk about what those classic signs are and how they impact you. Because in order for you to know, you know, you need to know what these signs are, because you need to know how to handle this type of a relationship. You need to know that you're in one so you can start taking actions that are going to, you know, serve your own interests and make you a healthy individual. Because oftentimes, you know, we want our relationships to work so bad, so we're bending over backwards for our manipulative partner, and at the end of the day, we're like, oh my God, like, who are we? I'm so not happy. I'm doing things, I'm saying things that are unbecoming to me. I just don't know what is going on, and it just feels so sick, you know, it feels so toxic. So you need to know you're in this type of a relationship so you can take actions to get out of it. So let's talk about the 7 signs of a manipulative partner, okay? 1, manipulative people tend to avoid personal responsibility for their actions, right? You know, when you're with a manipulative person, they do not think they are wrong. You know, this can often be associated with narcissistic traits or narcissism, because people who don't think that they do anything wrong, you know, they're never going to change. They're never going to work on themselves. And so what does that mean, right? If I never do anything wrong, but I'm in a relationship, well, what I'm really saying is you're the one who's doing something wrong. It's all your fault. I acted this way because of you, because of what you said, because of what you did. I'm perfect. This is, I'm just reacting to you, and it's all your fault. So if you're with somebody who completely avoids personal responsibility and doesn't say, hey, I should have done this better. I will do this better next time. I see why you're upset. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have said that. What I said to you did trigger you. I see that, Manipulative people don't have that insight. And so oftentimes, that finger is just constantly you, and you're feeling like, oh my God, what am I doing wrong? And it just feels so toxic and so sick. I have been there in past relationships. So many people, millions of people out there are in your situation as well. So sign number 2, classic sign of a manipulative partner, is that they lack insight into how their behaviors are contributing to the negative interactions that you guys are having. So they're really just lacking the insight that they're causing any harm to the relationship. Again, they're thinking that it's all you. They don't see how they are contributing to the toxicity of the relationship. They don't see how they're contributing to the negative aspects of the relationship, because they are right sayers. They are right. They think that no matter what, they are in this, in the perfect category. Nothing is wrong. They couldn't do anything better next time. They don't care to do anything better or different next time. And so therefore, they're not really understanding that what they're doing is contributing to the problem. And what's so crazy about this, right, is like when we're in relationships, it always takes two to tango. So if you are in a fight and you are arguing and both of you are doing that, you're both having that personal responsibility for that fight, because both of you are contributing to that negative interaction. So it's just interesting that when somebody is yelling and calling you names and saying you are this and you are that and all these degrading comments, but not at all admitting that they did anything wrong, that's such a problem. Definitely a negative situation to be in, and can totally be a sign of a manipulative partner. Okay, sign number 3. Manipulative partners really tend to prey on your emotional sensitivity. What I mean by that is they know what triggers you. They know what hurts you. They know what's going to make you sad and angry and emotional. So they cut deep into that core and they hit you where it hurts, and it feels awful. And they know what they are doing because they want to get their way in the end. So they think, oh, if I can just say this, if I can hurt him or her, if I can just dig deep, I'm gonna win. They're gonna feel bad. It's just a way of controlling your emotions and causing you to feel negative. Now, that's why it's important to know you're in a relationship with a manipulative person, because you can't give them that power. You don't need to give them that power. There are things you can do to take care of yourself. But before we even get into those strategies, and I'll make another video on how to handle a manipulative partner and ways to take care of yourself. I'll do that later. But for now, you need to recognize that what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring you down, make you feel bad, and prey on your emotions, essentially. And it's definitely wrong, and they know what they're doing, okay? So sign number 4, they continue to do actions that hurt you without making effort to change. So oftentimes, a manipulative person will say, I will change, because if you guys are fighting and the relationship is almost done, they're going to see that they're on their last leg, and they're going to say, I won't do that next time, please. I love you. Part of the manipulation to stay in the relationship. But they're not actually going to take effort to change. What they say and what they do are going to be completely incongruent. So you're going to hang on the fact that they're saying thinking that they're going to change, and you're going to be like, oh, maybe they will. They said it. We had such a good conversation. We made up, and it was amazing. We had the best sex of our life, that kind of thing. But then the next day they do something, they say something that looked exactly like they did the day before, and nothing has changed. And you're going to notice that it's going to be this repetitive pattern of a manipulative action, a blowout, an argument, sadness. You're going to act like, you guys have come to a solution where you're going to fix things, but they act completely the same the next time, and it's a revolving door. So you're going to notice that. That's definitely a sign you're in a manipulative relationship, when they continue to do the things that hurt you, and they don't make the changes. Even though they say they're going to, they won't. Sign number 5, you're with a manipulative partner, is they blame you for their problems. Nothing that they do is wrong, right? They can't take personal responsibility. So everything that's going wrong in their life, every negative feeling they're feeling, every negative interaction or action that has happened, it's someone else's fault. It's usually, they're going to point you. It's usually your fault, right? Because you're the easiest person for them to blame. You're the safest person for them to blame. So they're not going to take the personal responsibility, and they're going to say it is your fault, and you're going to be like, what? And you're going to feel like it's crazy. And it is crazy, but to them, they have no insight. So they are just, those fingers are just pointing at you. So that's definitely a sign. Sign number 6, you're with a manipulative partner. They cross boundaries in your relationship. So they're going to do things to you that's going to really cross a line. It's going to make you feel really uncomfortable and awkward, and you're not going to like it. They're going to think it's funny. They're going to say, oh, I'm just joking. They're going to tease you for it. They're going to make you feel bad that you feel a certain way and that you want to set a boundary. They're going to think, say that you're crazy for doing it. They often just cross boundaries that make you feel uncomfortable. This can be with other people in the relationship, whether they're flirty with other people or talking to other people and, crossing that type of a relationship boundary, flirting with other people. Again, it's always, they're going to make you think that you're the crazy one, that you're the possessive one, that you're the jealous one, you're the psycho one, and none of it is their fault, right? So they're going to keep crossing those boundaries, and they're not going to be able to recognize that the boundaries that they're crossing are unhealthy and that they shouldn't be doing that. They're just going to put it on you and say it's your total fault that you're feeling this way. You're too sensitive. You're too emotional. You're too this. You're too possessive. You need to work on yourself. It's just never a personal responsibility situation for that manipulative person. They can't do it. They won't do it. They refuse to do it. So that's a very difficult situation to be in a relationship. Last but not least, the final sign that you are with a manipulative partner is that what they say to you versus what they actually do are two different things. Kind of alluded to this in an earlier step, right? About not making effort to change, but what they say to you and what they do, completely different. So they can say, I love you so much. You're my world. I care about you so much. I can't live without you. But then the next moment when they're angry, they say, you are nothing. I hate you. I don't even know why I'm with you. I don't even know why I'm in this relationship. You're stupid. You're an idiot. Like they say they love you, that they'll do anything for you, that they're devoted for you, but then the next second they just degrade. They talk to you in this way that nobody in your life has talked to you like that before. So what they say and what they do are completely two different things. And this can be such a heartbreaking relationship to be in and a heartbreaking situation to be in. I point this out for you today, you guys, because this shows that you are in a completely unhealthy dynamic. When you are with a manipulative partner, there's just no way your relationship is going to be a healthy one, because both of your needs are not going to be getting met, just your partner's needs only. And you're a healthy individual, so you're trying to do everything you can to please them and make them happy, and you're trying to make changes to yourself and acknowledge personal responsibility. but they're not doing any of that. And so they're constantly going to point your finger that's at you. It's going to cause you to have your self-esteem super low. It's going to cause you to feel like you're walking on eggshells. It's going to cause a toxic environment and relationship. And there's just no way that your needs are going to be met at all, you know? And that's what a healthy relationship is. You have to be able to have this dance and figure out a way to make both people happy. That includes taking responsibility for things you do wrong, talk about the things that you could do better, and make an active effort to do that. But manipulative people, they have such a low, small ego that it's so fragile. So if they admit that what they did is wrong, and they admit that they made a mistake, it just breaks them to the core, and they just don't have that strength to be able to do that. And maybe they don't want to change too. You know, oftentimes manipulative people are very happy with how things are going because they're constantly getting their needs met. It's very self-serving. Nothing's their fault. So it's like a false sense of security, but it's not a true security. In fact, it is extreme insecurity at the root, deep core of that person, but they don't see that. You know, they think that they're super secure and everything's great and everything's perfect, but they're not happy. They're not happy individuals, and they're definitely not in a happy relationship. That's for sure. So it's really important that you recognize the signs of a manipulative relationship, because it's not healthy, and you need to ask yourself, why are you enduring this type of a relationship? Why are you in this relationship? What things are you getting out of it that makes you feel happy and fulfilled? I'm pretty confident that people who are with manipulative partners don't feel fulfilled very often. So you really need to start asking yourself these hard questions of, you know, why you're choosing to stay, and, you know, what are you doing, and, you know, is this really the best decision for you? I'll do a video later that talks about ways to address a manipulative person and how to interact with them, you know, to help take care of yourself and preserve yourself and make sure that your self-esteem and self-worth remains high, because that can absolutely get impacted in relationships with manipulative people. So I hope this was helpful for you. Please, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll get back to you like I always do. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video today. It's always good to see you guys here. Okay, and I'm going to see you guys next time. Again, my name is Kristin, and I'm from KristinCoaching.com. And thanks so much for watching. Okay, bye.